A much better day today defensively, and we'd had two really good practices leading up today, but still, we still were having missed assignments. The effort had been there the last couple of days, but today I thought we had effort plus everybody doing their assignment, whether it's setting the edge, taking your gap, taking your third, getting lined up in a great stance, playing with the proper leverage, all those things defensively I thought we did a much better job of today. I thought they got after us a little bit in our third down period, and that was good to see. I thought they competed well. We had a big special teams emphasis for part of the practice today, and I thought the guys gave a great effort there. And I like the way our special teams are really coming together. I think we've got a great handle on who our returners are going to be. I think we've got a pretty good handle on our starting 11 for most all four of our kick teams. Yeah, we got a couple spots maybe still up for competition, but really like the efforts and the attitudes there. So it was a good day. It was a good day. So hopefully we can come back this afternoon, learn from the tape, and then put together another practice this afternoon. As you know, time is running out, so we got to make the most of every day.
2 weeks in, what do you like? What do you need to improve on?
Well, you know, one thing it was glaring from yesterday is setting the edge, but we got that fixed today. I was really pleased with that. Everybody, you know, with tempo playing, getting down, getting set offensively, defensively. Those things you're starting to see the team coming together. We're starting to minimize small mistakes, and the mistakes are becoming less. And so we just got to keep fine-tuning to where we don't have any mental mistakes and eliminate those type of breakdowns. But we still got a lot of time left. But when you think about the practice hours, but it's still with game week, you know, looming here in about 9 days, it still creates a lot of sense of urgency that heading into that we've got to have everybody in the right places, and I think we're getting close to that.
Talk about leading into the scrimmage. You know what you guys want to accomplish this weekend, and specifically the quarterback competition.
Yeah, one is you know, we definitely want to come out healthy. You know, we've been pretty fortunate throughout camp to not have any critical injuries. We've had some guys banged up, this missed time, and you always have that. That's not out of the norm, but we definitely want to come out of there safe. We've got some good depth, but that can change in a hurry. So we're hoping that, you know, we can come out of there safe. But you know, we want to compete. Anytime we scrimmage, I mean, we're going to compete. We're going to get after each other. So we're going to let them play. We're going to get after them, and I just want to see us play a really clean game with everybody executing, playing with great effort and doing their jobs, and seeing if we continue to improve in all of our fundamental areas, and see if some of the young guys after this scrimmage that are going to get a lot of reps, if we think they're going to be in the mix and be able to be counted on that first game. This is basically a scrimmage to find out who we think that we can count on game one, who is going to be game ready to play under the lights or under the sun game one.
You want to know after on Saturday, know who the quarterback is going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to know who it is after Saturday. Yeah.
Is Ray Calais in the 11 on the special teams?
Not yet, but he's awfully close. Yeah, awfully close. He didn't have the day, and I talked to him about it. He'd had some really good days, and I told him I thought he might have been reading the paper too much, and didn't have the same day that he'd had prior. So, you know, the thing with those young guys is, you know, consistency every day. And, you know, we want guys to maintain a high level every day and not be guys that are up and down.
I know you were high on Jamarcus Bradley last week because of his work ethic. Does he continue to impress you, and just skill-wise, how good is he?
He's that guy that sets the bar, and he doesn't go up and down. He sets the bar, and all of that, the way he maintains his body, you know, he hadn't missed a practice, hadn't missed a rep, because of the way he prepared this summer. And his skill set is very strong. He's going to have, I think, an outstanding career here, and you know, just his preparation has allowed him to be one of our starters right now.
Is there a leader on the other side?
You know, I would still say it's all up for grabs a little bit. I would say Mike Jaquette in the last week has stepped up a little bit. I'd say he's probably leading the way to get that other spot, because he has made some circus catches in the last couple of weeks and doing a good job. So hopefully he can maintain that level of play.
What was the team's reaction to the cleanup yesterday?
You know what? I think they were a little bit like me. You know, around here it was just heavy rain, the way it felt like in the city of Lafayette and around our university. It just seemed like it was just a big heavy rain that wouldn't stop it. And so we head out there with the team, and they didn't really know what to expect, and I didn't. And we pulled into the neighborhood, and everybody's jaw just dropped. And and it really hit home fast. And then you walk into a home, and it took it to a whole nother level with 2 or 3 inches of water still sitting in their on their floors, and the carpet is all halfway pulled up, and you knocking out all the sheetrock, and you got all the wiring and all the insulation. Everything's wet, and it's gonna take some time, unfortunately, for them to get their homes back to where they want it. But with the attitudes that I saw of the families there, amazing. I hope our team handles adversity the way they handled some adversity one day, because they had the best attitudes, the best outlook on life, and I was proud to be a resident of Acadiana and Lafayette after coming out there and seeing those people. They were very thankful to our team, and our team, I thought, worked hard, did a good job.
Talk about Simeon Thomas. I know it's been well documented how you guys really stuck by him these last 2 years, and just talk about what it was like going through that process and keeping him, not getting into that dark black hole that he said he was going to fall into.
Yeah, that was hard, because it took motivation every day. When Simeon wasn't eligible for that entire year, because you really can't see the light at the end of the tunnel when you're not going to play for 2 years, basically. And so that was a challenge. And but I got to give him credit. He kept working. He kept his head down, kept working, and now here he is. And I just want him to be a little more consistent at practice. He has got a great skill set. He's really improved, and he's ready. When he's on, I think he's going to be one of the best corners around. I tell you, he's had a really good camp. Just want to become more consistent. And that's because he hadn't played, a whole lot. And so, but he's got the skill set.
How proud are you of him to see him go through that and stick with it? And now, finally, it's about the payoff this year.
It will. And we tell our guys that all the time. Sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees, and so they just can't see the ending ever getting there. And so, but it's us as coaches, that's the job that we have to do, and we have to constantly be encouraging him. But I'm proud of the way he hung in there when he had plenty of times he could have just tossed up his hands and said, I just can't do it.
From what Jamarcus was able to do on the scout team last year, do you think Coach Desermo has a chance to kind of form a relationship with him, and he's used to working with young guys, and how could that help him get even better?
Well, I think I told the media yesterday that Coach Daz didn't inherit a bunch of juniors and senior wide receivers. He inherited a bunch of freshmen and redshirt freshmen. He's going to be able to put his own stamp on these kids. When they're seniors, they'll be his guys, and their development will be a lot to do with his work with those guys. But this Jamarcus is a kid that's willing to do anything you ask him with the scout team, whether it's special teams, and he's a special breed. And we talk about it around here. There's hard work, and there's Jamarcus Bradley, hard work. And he's doing really, really good. All right, thanks.